Oh boy. Oh boy. Is this what my life has become? Hola mis amigos, yo soy pt.1 and welcome to Major Minor Mobile Edition. Now, before I get into this game, I just wanted to say it's a visual novel about furries. And PSA, I'm not a furry.
I'm the biggest goddamn furry you'll ever see in your fucking life.
But besides that, the game actually looked pretty good, so I decided, why not give it a try? And what I've noticed, what's good about this game right now, is that it's controller compatible. And I haven't given my controller enough love recently, so I figured why not have another game where I can play on my controller. So I figured since this game looked good, I figured why not make a series on it on my channel? And that's what I'm going to do. So I hope you guys enjoy the first video of Major Minor. This is going to get so far downhill real quick. While reading this, I forgot to mention, there are multiple endings, so I'm going to try my best to get every single ending. And from what I've read, it's a big game, so there might be quite a bit. 3 question marks? Oh. Where am I? Is this outer space? No, it absolutely can't be. I've never survived in the void. I scan my surroundings. What I see should be an impossibility. A luminescent nebula gazes back at me. It twinkles, dancing across the sky. It's beautiful, but I'm not here to stargaze. As I take in this scenario, I notice some key things. My feet are not on solid ground. I appear suspended. And for some reason, I'm able to hear and breathe. Am I being born? That's what it sounds like. Those are 2 things you can't do in space. I count these as a blessing and focus on breathing. There were exercises I could use to calm myself down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Before I count any higher though, I'm interrupted. At that moment, I realize I'm not here by myself. I feel a hand rest upon my shoulder, and I shiver. I expect to feel fear, but a rush of calm overtakes me. Like I said, basically a furry visual novel.
And you will never find a bigger furry than me.
This looks like a dude, so I'm pretty sure I would give him a dude voice. Hello, and welcome to the Ark. Well, that's your voice now. This is a very special place, you see. Only a select few are allowed to be here. This is home to those touched by fate. Imbued with a power most would call fiction, others have come. But now, it's your turn. First and foremost, I require a name, something to enter in the annals of time. You must ensure that you aren't forgotten. Taylor. It has a nice ring to it. I'm sure you'll be remembered. My name, you ask? I'm afraid that's not important. No one will remember me after this. Wait, you're gonna be gone after me talking to you? That's kind of sad. Where are you going? I want to go. Please? Your presence here portends a great fate. Not just for you, but the universe too. That is the purpose of those who come here. To that end, what else do they call you? Your surname is just that important. And out of curiosity, I must know. Taylor Area. That's a pretty nice name for me. Don't wear it out. Very well. The pleasure is mine. In giving me your name, the deed is done. Your service to me and the Ark is pledged. Wait, what? But do not worry. You're not a slave. Your service rewards you with a power. Something that most would kill to achieve. Others must bend to the rules of the world. But for you, the opposite rings true. You are no longer a victim of circumstance. When you make a choice, reality will bend. Your every whim will fall to your lap. The universe now accommodates you. This is the power granted to you by the Ark. This is the power granted to you by me. Wait, were you the head person of all this before me? And now you're giving me the power? Is it like the power of God? Will I control everyone and everything and rule the world? Wait. Or is it something else? Oh, it appears that you are fading away. Do you long to return to Earth? I understand. There is fear in the unknown. I will find you again soon. And perhaps then, we can talk a little more. Don't be scared, Taylor. I mean no harm. Bullet train. I feel a rush of speed as I am shot back into my body. Did I die on a train? That's an inconspicuous way to die. It was almost as if my spirit momentarily left me. Who was that man? And what was the Ark? I scratched my head in a state of sheer confusion. It definitely wasn't a dream. I know that for sure. When you wake up from a dream, you know it wasn't real. Laugh it off. Continue on with your life. That's not the sensation I was feeling right now. I tried to ground myself in reality. I take in my surrounding, the noises, people. I focus on my destination, Tokyo, Japan. Of course, it'd be Tokyo to make a sweet game like this already. Very nice, Tokyo. You are my senpai, or Japan just in general. Straight, you're my senpai. I feel myself calm down, slowly but surely. The anxiety starts to replace itself with excitement, though many would agree what the difference is. Who didn't dream of going to Tokyo in their lifetime? It had to be on the bucket list of millions of people. I would like to at least once. I mean, I would like to see what Japan's like. And it was the first of many places I'd visit. On what would surely be the best year of my life. I sit there, holding the armrest with a fierce grip. It wouldn't be long until I figured out how wrong I was. Chapter 1. The Calm Before the Storm. I tried my best to maintain my composure. A can of Pop Star held firmly in my grasp. I wasn't one to drink energy drinks so leisurely, but I picked up what you might call an addiction. For a little bit more context, I'll say this. Pop Star was the leading brand of energy drink. In fact, it was almost as popular as soda. Soda pop, isn't it basically the same thing? It had full endorsement from a famous pop idol. A contest was held to coincide with the idol's new tour. 2 special cans were then thrown into the wild. Those that found them got to travel with the tour, almost like a golden ticket from the old childhood stories. Like Willy Wonka. I see that reference there. The contest was made to drink skyrocket in popularity. It took the world by storm, a cultural phenomenon. The chance to live a life of luxury was hard to pass up. In case you didn't know, the name of the idol was Clace. Who is Clace? I would like to know, please. So when I say I picked up something of an addiction, that might actually be the understatement of the year. The odds of winning were literally in billions. So it took a fair amount of chugging in order to win. Is that why you're going to Tokyo? I asked myself if it was worth it, but that's subjective. At least that's what I told myself in between jitters. Well, yeah, energy drinks can do that to you. Being one of the lucky 2 came with its consequences. That's what the media called the prospective winners. Before I could continue thinking, I'm interrupted. Someone walking down the aisle has a nasty fall. Oh god, is this United? They brace their descent and land on a seat beside me. Oh, nice save. That takes a special kind of skill, doesn't it? He quickly rises to his feet, wearing a look of panic.
Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. Please forgive me.
I nod my head. It's not the end of the world. Aside from minor frighten, everything is fine. Although, maybe we could talk to pass the time. It was starting to get boring, sitting by myself. Why don't you have something to entertain yourself, like a magazine, a phone, some porn? I mean, I don't see what's your deal.
First time on a train. Don't know what came over me. Just got dizzy, and then BAM!
Sounds like someone has a case of vertigo.
I apologize again. Sorry for intruding, I really am.
I try explaining to him that everything is fine, but he seems to think he's committed an awful crime. Your choices will affect the way you are treated. Oh, just like Telltale. They can also change the flow of the story, like Telltale. Remember, it's not possible to please everyone. Like Telltale! Before he can respond, however, an alarm sounds loudly. The train comes to a screeching halt. Mechanical failure? That's not good.
Oh no, what was that? Are we going to die?
I can't help but snicker at that. He's clearly one of those catastrophic thinkers.
Good thing I bought a conch. Now I can be in power if we're stranded.
A conch? Like from SpongeBob?
No!
He goes to rummage through his bag. A bit of brokeworm too, isn't he? I decided just to sit back and wait it out. In situations like this, there was nothing else to do. I tried to think of how I could pass the time. It might be a while until we're mobile again. I can't use my phone for anything other than text. The data charges while aboard were a death sentence. Then never mind about your phone. But everybody back home would already be asleep. There was quite a time difference at play here. My phone vibrates, and I go to look at it, almost as if I knew I was thinking about it. It's Rook, the man I'm meeting at the train station. He says, "Are you almost here? I can't wait all day, you know." He's wondering where I am, and I'm not sure what to say. Should I play it cool, or let him know we've stalled? I mean, it wouldn't be alright to lie, but he seems like quite an impatient person. But if I say not much longer now, and if it's a lot longer now, he might just be more pissed. So I'm just going to tell him straight up. I can't say for sure. Rook didn't like your response. Oh boy. I chose to be honest with him. I wouldn't want to get things off to a bad start. But somehow I feel like that's exactly what happened. Gah! Uncertainty! My least favorite thing to hear. Very well. His reply signals a feeling of discontent. But there was nothing I could do. And of course, I was truthful. Yeah, I could rest easy. I noticed that the squirrel is also eagerly texting away. Put my phone back in my pocket and reclined in my seat. I wasn't exactly sure how Rook was related to Clace, but he had been pretty high up there. I was only given concrete deals last week. I thought there'd be limos and media coverage, but I was quickly told that that wasn't the case. I was getting picked up by a regular guy named Rook. I wonder if he would go full-on cliche, with a large piece of cardboard that says Taylor. Most likely.
Oh man. I really hope we'll be okay. My train rides are usually incident-free.
Usually. But he said that this was his first time. He seems to contradict himself without realizing it.
Well, as fun as awkward silence are, we should probably get to know each other. Just in case we're stuck here forever.
Please don't say that. Oh, how fun would that be?
You can call me Keela. I'm here to see some friends. What about you? What brings you to Tokyo? It's nice to meet another English speaker. I only speak Japanese at a preschool level.
Same for me with Spanish. I'm about to answer, but I stopped myself short. I have flashbacks to when I signed that NDA. I wasn't allowed to publicly reveal why I was here. At least, not until the media made it official. But then again, what harm could it do? It'd likely never find itself back to me. Plus, Keela would be impressed with who I really am. A friend would be a great thing to have while aboard. Some choices don't have immediate consequences. Oh boy. Should I tell him? Or keep it a secret for now? Why don't we be a little mysterious? A little on the mysterious side. Try to keep him on his toes here. Sorry, I can't say why I'm here. I decided to stick to my morals and not break the NDA. It was probably for the best. Who wants a lawsuit? If I did let out my secret, and word got back to Rook, well, I'm sure there'd be hell to pay.
Oh, you can't say. That's cool, I guess. I'm just here to visit my brother. Nothing to hide on my end, really.
I thought he said he was here to meet some friends. Now he's here to meet his brother? It seems odd. Nothing to hide, huh? I feel bad that I can't tell him. He clearly realizes that I'm hiding something.
I'm still really excited. It's my first time in Tokyo. Gotta hit up all the maid cafes.
Ah, don't even get me started. Ah, Nekopara! I want volume 3! Of course. Typical tourist.
What about you?
Would you ever go to a maid cafe? Hell yeah! Especially if it was like Nekopara. Hell yeah! Probably get some digits. Oh, I'd be all up in that cafe.
I've heard they're just the best.
Most definitely! Maid cafes? Those were much like restaurants in Western culture. However, the waitress actually stays at your table. You converse with them, play games, get to know them. Oh! Oh my god! Nekopara! It was definitely a foreign concept to me. How do I respond to Keela? This choice will affect the flow of the story. I would die to go to one. Please!
Cool. We'll have to keep in touch. I've looked online at all the tourist sites. There's some great ones down in
Akihabara. Sorry if I mispronounced anything wrong in this game. I'm a typical American. Before I can continue talking, the train moves again, and the passengers are shaken up by the sudden movement. Keela beams a wide smile, as if this was a major victory.
Wow, I was scared for nothing. That didn't really last that long at all.
He sure seems like quite the character. If we did end up going to those maid cafes, well, there'd be no shortage of entertainment. Hell yeah! I wonder if the same could be said of Rook. More importantly, I wonder how he'd treat me. He certainly seems like an interesting guy. For a moment, I'm glad I didn't break my NDA. I don't think I would have been able to face him if I did. I find it odd that I'm analyzing my previous actions, as if I could have changed what I said and what I did. Ah, I see what you're doing here, breaking the fourth wall. Don't! Perhaps it was because of that weird vision I had. I can control my own destiny, or something like that. What a ridiculous thing to comprehend. If I could control my destiny, I wouldn't be here. I'd probably be off somewhere living a life of luxury. But there's no use to thinking like that, so I stop. At that exact moment, a pain attacks my chest. Ah, great, I knew I was going to have a heart attack on this train and die. More pain than I've ever felt before. It pulses with my increasingly fast heartbeat. I go to clutch my gut instinctively, only to find that I can't move. Everyone around me seems to have frozen in place. I start to panic. I go to focus on my breathing, like before. But I can't breathe either. I sense someone behind me, and then I feel it. That hand on my shoulder again. Hey, you said you'd be gone. Welcome back. The pain fades away, and I gasp loudly for air. Is there something about his touch?
Terribly sorry for earlier. Our meeting seems to have been cut short.
Perhaps you desire to return to Earth. After all, the universe bends to you now. Am I that frightening? Either way, I sense conflict within you. You think what happened earlier was a dream, yet now, your dream stands before you. I am real. The Ark is real. And the power that you have, well, yes, it's real too. I'm not here to lecture you anymore. Your words and actions are your own, as is the power I have given you. However, you will be asked to help me. You are not receiving this power for free, but I will let you run free for today. When I see you again tonight, I will tell you everything, and then your journey will begin.
Oh, wow. Wow. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am actually pretty glad I started this game. It's turning out to be really good so far. But I'm gonna end off this episode here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. And I'll catch you on the next one. Hasta la vista, baby.